update on Michael Backlund?
Michael will be a game time decision tonight.
Well, just hypothetically, who might slide in the middle if Backlund's not able to go?
We have a few different options. So my gut says he will, but there's different people that we can use in there for sure. Like there's Marty, there's Connor. We have different options.
Mangiapane still on the shelf, or is he in tonight?
Manji will not play tonight. Yeah.
When it comes to Connor, you said yesterday that you don't want rookies sort of being gift-wrapped ice time. What's the danger if you do guarantee that ice time to rookies? How can that snowball?
The danger if you just give?
Yeah.
Guys don't have to work for anything, and they become complacent. They feel like everything is just, well, I should be in this position. And in regards to rookies, I don't look at Connor as a rookie. He's been here all year. So Connor is he's an important piece of our team. And I think he's going to be one of our better players on the ice tonight.
Where are you hoping to see him tonight?
Like I mentioned yesterday, what I would love to see is that energy and fire that we saw when he got his first call up. Now I know that's hard to replicate because that's something that's once in a lifetime, but when he's got that drive about him where he wants the puck, where he wants to control the play, he's a really good player.
We asked you earlier in the week about Dennis Gilbert, and you praised the work ethic he's had while being out. Looks like he might get back into it. What do you want to see from him?
Sometimes that's a tough job to have, and we've had some guys here that are good examples of how to do it the right way. Michael Stone always comes to my mind that every time he was called upon in a situation like this, he was ready to play, because that's responsibility that comes with it. So for him, it's bringing his best game, and when he does play his best game, he moves the puck quick, and he's a physical player. So that's what we'll look for out of him tonight.
Have you had a little chat with Pospisil about his latest game?
Yeah, I have talks with Marty all the time. I mean, like I said to you yesterday, you don't want to change a player like that at all. I mean, you want to get him to understand the line and not over it, and that's really what it comes down to. And a lot of that comes from maturity, and he has a good handle on how he needs to be. And hits are always going to be a part of his game. They need to be, because that's what separates him from a lot of players in the NHL right now. It's just a matter of making sure he's doing it the right way. Because the biggest thing for me is I don't want him in the penalty box, and I don't want him to miss games due to a suspension of some type. So just make sure he does it the right way.
When you look at that one play, and obviously the league's deemed that it was okay.
Yeah.
What could he have done differently? How do you talk about that with him in terms of what could be done differently?
Well, I think the one thing you have to recognize sometimes where your opponent is in maybe a vulnerable position. So then you maybe don't finish the hit at that situation, and you save it for another time when he's not.
Up until that hit, did you get the sense that Marty was getting the message about not stepping over the line?
I still think he's getting the message. You know, I mean, you look at the score sheet after almost every game, and he's 5, 6, 9, 10 hits a night. That's who he is. And up until that game in Winnipeg, there's been nothing of question, right? But he's still finishing his hits. He's still playing hard, and he's going to have to continue to do that.
Can I just ask you about, I remember years ago, I can't remember which player, but he said he wanted to have 5 hits a night all year long. And the argument was, you can't sustain that. Is that sustainable in today's NHL, a guy getting 7 to 10 hits a night?
Probably not. I mean, but I think that's where it comes from maturity, where he'll understand where there's certain situations and certain times that to start a game, I need to be the guy that's setting the tone for how the game's going to be played. So as you grow up and learn the game and learn situations more, it could come down a little bit, but he's not ever gonna be a guy that's not gonna finish his hits. It's not in him. That's just the way he's been from a young guy to where he is now.
Do you kind of the role of spoiler? Like, is that something you use sometimes?
Nope. We're talking about our team, how we have to play, and we have a Battle of Alberta tonight, and it's one of the more exciting games that our guys get an opportunity to play in. So we're excited to go for this one.
And is it pretty easy to say you just replicate what you did in Edmonton a few weeks ago?
There was a lot of things that we did well there, and we'd like to see a lot of those things in tonight's game for sure.
Seeing right now, Ryan, with your forward lines and sort of the offensive opportunities they've been able to generate, or maybe is there a little bit more left there for some of the, I know you got some big contributions from that Cadre line, but just the rest of them.
I think there's more from the rest of them right now, whether it's finishing chances or generating more. I mean, if you look at our last 3, 4, 5 games, it's one line that's been fairly significant in our chance report. So they've been around it a fair bit. We need other lines to do the same thing, because that's when we're at our best and when we give ourselves chances to win.